Good morning. So we're gonna be trying something a little bit different today. I am going to bring you along thrifting, but I'm gonna do a voiceover and show you guys what I found, like a POV view of it. And I'm really curious to see how you guys like it. It kind of gives me TikTok vibes. The issue is I did buy a really nice microphone that I've been using for doing videos like that, but the music in these thrift stores is just so blaringly loud that it just doesn't work still. I don't know how people do it, but the music is just so dang loud, even with the microphone, that it just, I don't know, I'm not vibing with it. But this way, I can do a little bit of both and still show you guys exactly what I'm finding, and it's also faster for me to film this way as well. And like a tad bit less awkward. So it is still 30 degrees out and I'm still searching for fall items, but I'm mainly looking today for basics, for more like specific fall sweaters that I've been trying to find off my Pinterest board. I've been really looking for ones that have collars and buttons. Really hard to find knits like that are like oversized the way I want them. And as always, I'm always looking for home decor. So without further ado, let's get going to the thrift store. Today I decided to go to a thrift store I haven't been to in a long time. It's a lot larger than my normal one. And these wine glasses caught my eye as soon as I walked in the door. I love going to the home goods section first, but I just don't really drink alcohol, so I didn't see a reason to buy them, but there was a lot of really funky cocktail glasses. I am also looking for a syrup bottle, but I don't know, I didn't like the orange on these. They seemed kind of cheap. These are some really pretty little flower glasses. Again, I don't know what I do with them. They looked really pretty though and kind of vintage. And I know a lot of people also like brass candlesticks, and I found this one. I don't have candles, I don't like lighting candles, so I didn't take it, but I thought it was a fun find. And as you can see, the glass section is huge. I kind of regret not getting this. However, the reason I did not get it was because it was $8.99. It was so expensive, I feel like, but it was so pretty. Yet another funky cocktail glass. This one has flowers as well on it and a really cool stem. These cups I almost bought, but they ended up being more expensive than buying them at IKEA. Yet I got another syrup bottle, and I almost took this one, but then I'm pretty sure it was from the dollar store and it felt really cheap. There's just so many options. Don't know what to do with them all. So I headed out of the glass section and started looking at other home goods. I ended up really liking this color palette that I was seeing here, and I found this speckled pot. I've been looking for speckled pottery and like cookware for a while now, and this one really caught my eye, and it wasn't too bad of a price. It was $5.99. I love looking at little vintage mugs as well, even though I don't drink hot drinks. And there was a whole set here. They were so cute. I love the pastel colors that they had, but they were pretty pricey considering you had to buy each single one for $5.99. Spoiler alert, I didn't end up getting this pie plate. However, I'm kind of regretting not. It was made in Portugal, it says, and I thought it was really cute, but then, I don't know, I just get indecisive sometimes. I don't know what this could be used for, but it was $13.99, and it was only $1.99, and so I put it in the cart. It was cute. I ended up wandering over to the artwork section, and this frame was definitely giving cabin vibes. There were a lot of larger frames to look at, but none of the art was really catching my eye. But I always try to take a look to see if there's anything that I would find very interesting. There I am just showing you this frame again because it's definitely getting cottage or like 1800s. This painting I thought was very pretty. It was really giving Canada, but I don't think I would do anything with it. This is me showing you how color coordinated all of their home goods section is. It's really nice. Wandered over to the books, took a look at some of the cookbooks. Didn't see anything much, so I wandered over to the fabric section, which is one of my favorite sections of the thrift store that I feel like not a lot of people look at. Thought that would be kind of nice for fall. But this pillowcase I thought was going to be perfect for one of my jumbo pillows I have, but then it turned out to be rectangular and I need a square one. But it was just a pretty yellow and it had some nice stitching. Looking back at this mirror is so pretty, but it was extremely heavy and I didn't know what I'd do with it because I didn't want to try to hang this on my walls. Now, as pretty as this was, it was made of plastic and you had to mount it in the corner of your wall, and I thought that would damage my walls too much, so it was a no. Okay, isn't this the most precious little white knit sweater for a baby? I kind of regret not getting it, but I have something similar, and this was really fun too. It was giving 90s. Now it was time to wander into the clothing section. I really didn't find much in the dress section, so I wandered over to the sweaters because that's what we were really looking for. This is a prime example of a nice sweater. It's 100% cotton and it was $6.99. It was a pretty reasonable price. However, I have something very, very similar, so I didn't want to get it. This Zara sweater is exactly what I've been looking for with the collar and that kind of blue color. Now this was definitely a really fun find. I don't know how practical it is, but it's definitely a super chunky knit sweater for fall or winter. This Philosophy sweater was the prettiest blue color. As you can see, the prices at this thrift store on sweaters are always pretty outrageous. And I liked the material. It felt really nice. I found a mango sweater that seemed like it was pretty good material as well. Always love finding Eddie Bauer because the materials are usually pretty good. I always find so many cashmere pieces at the thrift store, but they are always shrunk. Another great example of a 100% cotton white knit. But trying to find the perfect trench for fall, this one was just too oversized. I really like the structure of this jacket though, and it was a nice pale brown. I ended up finding some really nice sportswear. This waffle knit Babaton sweater was definitely a good find because these are pretty pricey out of the store. Just search and search and search, and you kind of got to go through every single item to try to find the good ones. I spent the entire day at the thrift store looking, and I found some similar things that I've been looking for, but just some of these things just weren't perfect, so I didn't want to throw them in my cart. Like, I love the yellow of this, but there was just something about it that wasn't it. Although I did end up finding this brown TNA pullover, which is something I've actually been looking for, and this was definitely going home with me. Found so many good little pullovers, but some of them just weren't fitting right. They just weren't the right size. I found roots. I find a lot of roots, but it's just never stuff that I like. I have been looking for a white thermal, and I hit the jackpot with this one. It was Uniqlo. So I was trying to show you here what it looked like. It has like a rounded hem. And then I ended up, of course, in the button-up section. These looked really fun for summer, but it's not what I was looking for. And I really love striped button-ups. This one, I like the colors, and I thought it might have been good for fall. But the arms were just so weird on it. They had these strings that, like, pulled them. Now, these were so damn fun. Someone handmade each one of these as, like, sets. I don't know what they were for, but they were matching sets, and they were just so fun. But all of them were extremely small. Like, I loved the collar on that one. I thought it was really fun. But I don't know, I'm looking for things that are kind of similar to these, but not exactly like these, obviously, that have some fun collars and lace. These shorts, I really wish were in my size. They would have been perfect for fall, but unfortunately, they were just too big. This was a really fun button up. I loved the kind of lace detailing on it. Something really different that I don't have. Eddie Bauer. Love an Eddie Bauer find. This was definitely giving golf. Okay, the collar, the lace, this was everything I've been looking for. I was so happy. I also found this, but it just was a little too tiny. I'm gonna be honest, a little too tiny, but it was so cute. This is also giving grandma, but I also kind of loved it. And then I found this Sunday best set, and I was so upset. It was so tiny. It was like an extra, extra small, I think. Hopefully someone else gets it. I don't regret leaving this Ralph Lauren shirt. Looking for some loafers. Not my size, unfortunately. This sweater is similar to something I've been looking for, and I found another collar to knit. I found a black one. This one was Old Navy, so I wasn't really sure if it was something I wanted to get, considering it was like $8. Now this screams fall from Pinterest. I don't know, it's kind of giving Brandy Melville. But then I decided it was time to try everything on because my cart was so full. I spent hours there going through everything. And this was definitely giving fall. There's the polo, but it wasn't oversized. And I really like my t-shirts baggy, so I didn't get it. This was so dang cute. It's everything I've actually been looking for. Same with this shirt. I was really happy with this one. I don't know, it's just very like feminine, but then also a button up. Here's that weird string shirt. Was not a fan. And this one was so pretty too. I didn't show you finding it, and I love the sleeves, but it was just too small. This sweater was also really cute, and I was so on the fence of getting it, but all the buttons have been ripped off of it. And I'm pretty sure it was pretty expensive, so I wasn't gonna pay the price for a broken item like that.
We're back! It's a granny cart day, and I ended up getting quite a few fun things. Now, there's actually so many things that I really wish I could have gotten, and there were also so many good brands there. I ended up going for lunch with my dad, and then I ended up going to this huge Salvation Army that I haven't been to in probably 6 or more months because it's just kind of out of the way, and I've had some weird experiences there. I've had this guy follow me around there. It's not in the greatest area, however, it is giant, and I always find such good things there. And again, it's also so large, so it's just really fun spending a few hours there and wandering around. Their home section is huge. They actually have furniture there, which I don't see in a lot of the ones in the cities, although I'm yet to find any furniture that I take home from there. I was so close to getting that mirror, and looking back, I kind of regret not getting it because it was really pretty. However, it was just so heavy that I don't think I could hang it anywhere. And I don't have a space to like sit it against because I don't have a dresser or anything that I could like prop it up against. But it was such a pretty mirror, and I am regretting it kind of. I brought the granny cart with me in case I found anything large that I wanted to bring home, and also like sometimes I find pots and pottery and stuff like that, and carrying that home is just not fun. Let's start with the home stuff that I found. This is something I'm really curious to ask you guys about. So I found this pot. It's like a ceramic pot, and it was only $5.99, and I really love the speckling on it. It's something that I've been trying to find for a while now, a speckled pot. There is no brand on it. However, it does say flame proof. I've like looked at it in certain lights, and at a certain angle it says flame proof, and it says Japan. So hard to see. So it says it's a flame proof ceramic pot. However, I'm wondering because this looks so much darker than in person. When I look at it on camera, that's what's bothering me. In person, it's more like a light gray. But it makes me wonder, is this still food safe? Because it doesn't feel like it's worn out. It just kind of looks like it's stained in person. Like it doesn't look worn at all. But I'm wondering what I could use this for, and if it is still food safe, or if I should return this. Because this is something I have been looking for. Just like aesthetically, I don't even know what I'd cook in this. It has like a hole in the handle. Don't know what that's for either. So bottom line, my question is, do you guys think this isn't food safe anymore, even though it doesn't feel at all like it's like worn? Like this looks so bad, but it's like completely even. It's not like worn. I don't know. Could I don't know, make like a pot pie or something in it and put it in the oven? Is that kind of the vibe? Or can it just go onto your stovetop? I don't know. I'm very confused by this pot, but it was just so cute. I don't know, it just has the aesthetic that I was looking for. So I don't know, let me know. This is just scaring me though. The second little home decor item I bought was this. Don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I didn't even know what this was for, but I just read this little tag that's still on it, and it says it can be used for molding chocolate, beeswax, paper mache, baker's clay, and cookies. An earthenware mold designed by craftsmen, deep details, but is mainly used for cotton, paper, and beeswax products. It's made of terracotta. Lightly spray the mold with vegetable oil and rinse to prevent cotton from sticking. However, I just got it because I thought it looked cute. I love the heart. And it was also only $1.99, whereas this original little tag says it was $13.99. So pretty good deal. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. A gallery wall, or I could put it maybe on my counter. Maybe you could put like jewelry or something on it. I don't know. Now let's get into the clothing. I'm gonna start with my favorite one first, because as I was saying earlier, I'm looking for sweaters that are very specific for my Pinterest. And this is something that I have been looking for. And it's also out of my comfort zone because I usually don't like purples. Don't know why, just not a purple girl. But this is like a lilac purple, and it has the collar with the buttons. And it's also decently like oversized, which is what I was looking for. Now, I don't think it's the best material. It's from Boohoo Man, so it's not gonna be anything crazy material-wise. It is 100% acrylic. However, I think it's a step in the right direction for what I'm looking for fall. And so I got it just because I literally haven't found anything else like this. I did find the black one that was similar, but I just didn't like how fitted it was. But this was $7.99. I found the prices at this thrift store are way more than the thrift store I usually go to. Just all the thrift stores in general are just getting so much more expensive out of nowhere. Like I thought that they were getting more expensive before, but they're getting so much more expensive now. But still cheaper than paying like $60 on H&M for something like this. The prices on H&M and Zara are shocking. This is something I'm very excited that I thrifted because I've been looking for a white thermal for so flippin' long now. And this is also a Uniqlo one. So we know this is good material. I think it is just like the perfect lightly oversized thermal. This thermal was $4.99. So it's probably one of the best deals that I got, and it was something that I've really been looking for. And I liked how the bottom of the hem is just rounded. It's just different. I'm also not going to be trying any of this stuff on right now because it is 30 degrees out right now and I am sweating because I have my air conditioner off. But I'll eventually wear all this stuff in my vlogs or take pictures for my Instagram or something, so you'll see it all. I ended up also finding a TNA sweater, which is always such a good find when I find like Aritzia type brand stuff. And I do have a brown sweater that I used to wear quite often, but it isn't as baggy as I would like it to be, and it's also a little bit dark. This is like a lighter brown, which I like, and it's also more boxy, which is something I like. It's TNA, but it was $12.99, which again, for the thrift store is very expensive, but it is a TNA sweater and it is in perfect condition. So I thought, I've been looking for sweatshirts and hoodies and stuff like that, and I haven't been able to find anything that I like. So this is one, and I think I'm going to donate my other brown sweater just because this is like an upgrade for it. And that's what I'm trying to kind of do, is like upgrade things that I have that I used to like that I don't really like anymore. And this also is like a thinner material, like the one I already own, so it's gonna be nice for fall time or for layering. This shirt is so similar to things I've been looking for years now off of my Pinterest. However, it was a tad bit too small because I do have a larger chest, which is one of my biggest issues with finding cute shirts. There are so many shirts that I love and then they just don't fit because of my chest, which is so sad. But I can wear this unbuttoned, so I'm gonna wear this as kind of like a button-up shirt instead. But it has the collar that I've been looking for. I've been looking for these white, lacy, linen, cotton type shirts, and it has this big collar that I've been wanting. The buttons are also so cute. Like, they're actually nice little buttons instead of cheap buttons. I hate cheap buttons. That's one thing I do hate, is cheap buttons. And it's just such a pretty shirt that has so many pretty details. Love. This is a good find. I really was happy about this. And this was $5.99, which I think was a great price for it compared to some of the other prices. This shirt was also something I was very excited about. As you know, I love my button-ups, but I also have been looking for more like feminine style button-ups, and this is just so flipping pretty, and it's also the perfect size for me. It was like the perfect, just oversized fit. And it's so beautiful. Look at the details. I'm obsessed with it. This was $5.99. It doesn't have a tag. I don't know where it's from. There is no tags on it. So I don't know if it's cotton. To me, it does feel like cotton. Like, it feels like a nice material. It doesn't feel cheap. It's definitely something that's more like spring summery, but I want to incorporate stuff like this into my fall wardrobe. And this is stuff that'll last, I think, in my closet for a long time because it's stuff that I have been really looking for. This is a super basic shirt that I got, and it was $9.99. Shocking that a long sleeve v-neck was $9.99. This is criminal. But it is also Uniqlo, and Uniqlo does make some decent stuff, and Uniqlo's pretty pricey. Let me see what the material is on this. See, this one is 100% cotton, which is why I ended up spending the $9.99 on it, because if you could feel this, it is the softest shirt ever. It's just so nice, and I love the tone of blue gray that it is. This would be really nice for layering, and I've been trying to find v-necks. I've been trying to find bigger v-necks. Like, I want super deep kind of v-necks that are like chunky. That's something I've really been looking for, like a chunky knit v-neck sweater. But I thought this would be a good layering basic, or just basic to wear if I just want to be casual, like wear it with like sweatpants and whatnot. This sweater I was so iffy about because I don't know. It is 100% cotton, which is why I was kind of swaying towards getting it, and it was $7.99. So this sweater was cheaper than that long sleeve. Crazy to me. But this screams fall to me. I don't know what it is about it that puts me on the edge. It kind of reminds me of something you'd see at like Brandy Melville or something. And I thought the tones were nice for fall. It's like a brown gray stripe with like a beige brown like backdrop to it. The sleeves are nice and baggy, which I love. Just like a nice little oversized, but not too oversized sweater for fall. And it is 100% cotton, so it'll last a long time. And if anything, I could give this to my husband as well, because I think this would be nice on him. I just don't know if it's long enough because he has a long torso, so that's an issue we have with finding stuff. Lastly, I got this. This seems so unnecessary and just extra because the turtleneck on this is so huge. This is definitely more of a winter sweater or like late fall sweater, and I almost didn't get it. It is insanely oversized, which I loved. I love an oversized knit so much, but this turtleneck is just so obnoxious. If this sweater had just like a regular like thick banded collar on it, it would be so much cuter and more practical, but it was just too cute and oversized to give up, because I feel like this is something that I would see on Pinterest or someone wearing on Instagram, and I would be like, that is so cute. I'm not opposed to turtlenecks, it's just obnoxious. It is from the brand High Five, is that how you pronounce it? And it was $14.99, so this was probably the most expensive item that I have. Like, look how much cuter this would have been without the obnoxious turtleneck. Although, maybe the turtleneck would be fun for an outfit. That's the last item I got. I think this is a good item to end it off with. More winter than fall, but could be cute for fall. I think these are some good finds, honestly. And I like the like color range that I have here. Not a bad haul. Let me know if you like this style of video better than when I just kind of take you along vlog style. This is definitely easier for me to film and just faster for me to film and less awkward for me to film. I'm obviously going to continue thrifting for the rest of the season and the next seasons to come. So if you love thrifting as much as I do, I hope to see you next time. I need to wash all this stuff now, so I'm gonna go do some laundry and we will see you in the next video.